Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, damn it, look who's back. It's your boy. Back after a long ass break. I know. I apologize. But thanks for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Welcome back to the They Gave Us a podcast. Episode 11. Finally. I just had so much stuff going on. I could not, for the life of me, post an episode. I'm back. It feels good. I'm happy. It feels like forever, man. And I know I probably lost like the only 10 subscribers and listeners that I had. I just basically alienated them because I haven't put anything out in 2 weeks. And maybe my rambling helps them get through their fucking week or day, and they didn't have me, so I sincerely apologize for that. I know I took a long break between episode 9 and 10, and but I got good news. My son is here. Finally, he's finally here. So you don't have to hear me talk about expecting him anymore. That's why I took off. That's why I've been gone so long. He was born April 1st. Congrats. Hand clap. He's born April 1st. It's awesome, man. He's an awesome dude. I couldn't, we spent a few days at the hospital after he was born, which is like, I guess, standard. I couldn't like get away, to record a podcast, to record an episode. I couldn't. And then when he came home, I definitely couldn't do anything because you just would have heard him crying in the background, and that would have been stupid. So, I couldn't record anything. So I finally had time today, surprisingly. I don't know how, but I squeezed this episode in. So, of course, as always, thank you for joining me again. It's been so long. I missed you. I hope you missed me, or else why am I doing this if you didn't? Oh, man, he's cool, man. He is fucking awesome. We named him Maddox. So, of course, me being the guy I am, I got to come up with like a cool nickname for him. So I call him Mad Max, and I call him April Fool. April Fool without the L. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but he's cool as hell. I can't wait to be I can't wait to be best friends and shit. And it's funny when you have a kid or like when you're expecting a kid and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait till this kid grows up. I'm going to teach him basketball. We're going to be best friends. He's going to play football. We're going to watch football together. And you kind of don't realize that you have to wait like 13, 14, 15 years for him to actually get to that age. He's not just born ready to do shit. so like he's like a day old and shit, and I'm like, fuck. It just took me back to when I had my daughter 5 years ago and she was just crying and shit all the time. That's what he does now. Just cries and shits. Cries, shits, and eats. It's really not pleasant for me at all. But I'm sure he fucking loves it, right? But yeah, I gotta wait like a lifetime now for him to get old and shit. By the time he gets like 15, I'm gonna be 48? I'm gonna be old as fuck. Fuck it, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna force him to play basketball or force him to play football or some type of sport and to work out, lift weights. If he fucking goes to ballet, I swear I failed as a father. I don't mean that. Don't put my podcast out there saying that it's whatever phobic. I don't believe that. I'm just messing around. But yeah, life is good so far, man. Like I said, it's been a hectic 2 weeks, but being a parent, being a dad again is super duper awesome, especially when it's a boy, because I can be rough with him, like I've mentioned before. You know, I gave people on social media a lot of shit for saying that we wouldn't get sleep as new parents. It's actually true. You hate when people tell you that, but it's actually fucking true. You don't get any sleep. Baby mama breastfeeds, and I don't know if that's like too much information. So she can't really get much sleep because she has to breastfeed him like every few hours. And I obviously can't breastfeed him, so it's not like I can take over feeding duties. Yeah, I feel bad for her because she rarely gets any sleep. So, like, I gave them hell for it in social media, but I mean, they were right. You're not going to get any sleep, you know? It's been like a little over a week already since he was born, and we're like deprived. We're fucking walking zombies right now. So I can't wait to at least get to like a month. So, you know, hopefully he gets better, and I don't know, man. I'm just glad he's here. I'm thankful. He's beautiful. If you looked on the Facebook page for the podcast or the Instagram page, you saw a picture that I put up of him. He's amazing. Just like his dad, of course. But I'm rambling. I'm sure you don't want to hear about my kid. Let's get into some shit. What's been going on the past 2 weeks? Man, there has been literally nothing happening in this world, has there? Oh, shit. I just read today that I didn't read it today. I actually saw it on the news like yesterday and on online. They was it Southwest, the airline that fucking kicked that guy off the plane? They kicked that old ass Asian or Korean guy off the plane because apparently they were at full capacity, and they needed to make room for their employees, I guess, because their employees needed to be in at their destination by the next day, which was Monday, something like that. So I guess they had like security pull this guy. They were looking for volunteers, and nobody wanted to volunteer, so they just start picking people like fucking duck goose and shit. And I guess they picked that one dude, and he wasn't having it. He's like, "Yo, I'm a doctor. Like, I got to be in Atlanta Monday morning for my patients and shit." And I guess they didn't believe him. Either they didn't believe him or they didn't give a shit. They pulled his ass off the fucking plane. I know it sounds fucked up, but damn, man, the memes that they making for those are fucking hilarious. You can, if there's one thing you can always count on is people making memes about shit, man. That just makes life so much better. My question is though, is that like their policy? Like, do their employees get like preferential treatment? So if a plane is like at full capacity, they get to kick like 2 or 3 people off of their employees? That's pretty weird. That's super weird, considering you're kicking off a paying customer. Now, I think they kind of reimburse you. I think they said something like $800 and a hotel stay. Honestly, I would have fucking got off. Once you said hotel stay, I would have got off. Like, the $800 is cool too, but damn, if I get to stay in a hotel, I'm cool with that. That's how fucking lame I am. I get excited about staying in a hotel. But no, I would have got the hell off, man. I'd have been like, like, yo, what's the compensation? Oh, a hotel? All right, cool. Oh, and $800? I'll take that shit, sure. Like, I would have got right the hell off. So that's just hilarious. You know that dude's gonna get super paid though. I mean, he's gonna get so much money from that shit. He actually probably did the right thing. Fuck the hotel stay, right? I let them pull me off, and I'd be laying there, they dragging my arms, I'd be smiling, because I know I'm getting bank in like 2 months. like I'm suing the hell out of you fucks. So, So that dude he actually had the right idea, man. I got to applaud him for that. Okay, so through the power of audio recording, excuse me, I had to pause this real quick because baby mama came in with the baby and actually just left him with me and went to sleep. So it's much deserved for her. So some of this might be on a whisper, sort of, because I don't want to wake any of them. I actually just put him down. He's kind of in and out, keeps constantly waking up, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this. But see, this is the life of a new dad. I don't even have time to do a podcast anymore. Podcast takes, like 30 to 40 minutes. I don't even have the ability to do that anymore. So if you're thinking about having kids out there, don't. Unless you obviously have nothing to do all day. Then have as many kids as you want. As a matter of fact, don't have as many kids as you want, because I don't want to support them paying taxes on their ass. And here he goes again. Like, I was totally thinking about recording this podcast and then taking my black ass to the gym, kind of lift weights, get some tension out of me. Yeah, definitely not going to happen. She walked right through the door and canceled all those plans. She shut that shit down like a boss. So I'm not doing shit now. But obviously talking to you guys. So welcome back. Fucking hate my life right now. Nah, I'm just joking. So anyway, you guys say this new thing about 4-year colleges being free for New York State residents. That's pretty damn dope, actually. I don't really know the nitty gritty of it, but from the outside, like just the presentation of it, man, I'm on board. I know obviously it's gonna come with like higher taxes and shit. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know where they're gonna pull the money from to support that kind of decision. But shit, I'm all for it, man. Let me take my old uneducated ass back to college, because that's definitely necessary, man. I have people fighting me on social media talking about nothing is free, asshole. Like, obviously, we know it's not free. Things are being supplemented in to make it free for people that are going. You know, the way people think, I'm not going to get into that, but obviously it's not free. I mean, the money's got to come from somewhere, and it comes from higher taxes or this and that, then whatever. But, I mean, for people to be able to go to college and to be able to, quote unquote, afford an education who wouldn't have been able to afford one before this decision, I mean, why would you be against that? Why would you be against other people bettering themselves? Is it because you feel you have to take care of them? How are you taking care of them, dude? You've been paying taxes forever. Like, that's just the way it is. That's life. If you don't want to pay taxes, don't work. You know, it's the way some people think is they think they're better than others because they're paying taxes to support welfare or to support housing programs or to support food programs. It's just asinine to me. Though I have no respect for people that think like that. Those are people that are not compassionate in any way, and I certainly can't get on board with that. But for college to be free, man, that's dope. I got to look into that more because I definitely want to take my ass back. I'm getting old and my job sucks. So to be able to fucking go into something else, man, that'd be dope. Go into some computer shit, man, like some machine shit. Because machines are about to take over the world, and they're going to take several jobs. So to be like, I guess the hottest thing to do right now is like computer science and shit like that, you know, like developing programs and shit. I know I sound ignorant, but I'll just throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks. But no, it would be cool to join a profession like that, so I don't get my job stolen. But yeah, man, that's gonna be crazy. They're gonna have a lot of people going back to school, which is dope. I mean, I do guess one of the provisions that they added in was to, if you do attend the free tuition, CUNY and SUNY, so it's CUNY and SUNY. I think that stands for, I don't know what the C stands for. I think SUNY stands for State University of New York. I have no fucking clue. I think if you do attend one of those under the free tuition program, you do have to pay back the money if you move. You have to live and work in New York State 4 years after you graduate. So I guess that's sort of a catch. But I mean, if you don't plan on leaving New York, then it's just you living your fucking life. It doesn't really apply to you. But so I guess let's say if I did it and I moved out to Jersey or whatever, or Florida, I'd have to pay the money back for tuition. I guess that makes sense, but I can see why they do it. It's like, dude, we as a state aren't going to give you free tuition and have you run off to some other place and fucking grow their wealth. Like, nah, man, you stay your ass here. So I can see why they do that. It makes sense, but I'm still going to do it. I don't care. I'll just stay my ass in New York for 4 years until that shit runs out, and then I'll leave. So... And that definitely makes a lot of sense. Good job, New York State. Good job. Who did that? Cuomo or de Blasio? Whoever. One of the two. But maybe they work together. I have no idea. But good job for them. That was a dope move. And to you fucks out there who don't like it, screw you. Nobody cares about your opinion. Nobody cares about my opinion either. I just talk shit. So, also think they were planning on closing down Rikers Island. I don't know too much about that. I have family that work at Rikers, but I mean, I don't know. I always hear about shit going down there as far as the the inmates and the workers, the personnel that works there. Like that fucking video that came out maybe like a month or a few months back where there's like a woman security guard or a woman correctional officer. She kissed the inmate, and the dude was recording it on like an illegal phone that he had in the cell. How stupid could you be? I guess she kissed him, and then like after she kissed him, she saw the cell phone, and then she tried to fake it off like, "Oh, why you kissing me?" And then tried to give him like a high five, like, "Nah, you caught, you done, you done." I understand why people risk their jobs for shit like that, man. Especially, I don't know, I guess there's really no excuse for it, but I guess it's some shit like you're working close to the people every day. You see the same people. I guess you kind of develop like this relationship with them or like a friendship. I don't know why you would do that with an inmate. He's there for a reason. He or she is there for a reason, but some people just need to get off, man. I guess she really needed to get off. But I think she blew her chance at getting good one. No pun intended. She blew her chance at getting a pension. I think to get a pension, you got to work for 10 years for the government or state or whatever the prison system is, whatever correction officer is. You got to work like 10 years to get a pension, and I think she worked 8 or 9. So, and she gave up like $80,000 in salary, which is a lot of fucking money. I know she is shitting herself right now. How could you be so stupid that this one dude just cost you everything? I'm sure a ton of shit like that happens in there and in other jails too, but maybe it's more prevalent there, and that's why they're closing it. I don't know. I couldn't be in that environment. I give kudos to anyone that can do that. I had the opportunity to take the test. I did take a test to become a cop, but I had the opportunity. Yeah, don't call me a pig or anything. I'm not actually a cop. I just took the damn test, so don't hate me. None of that blue lives, Black Lives Matter shit. Don't bring that here. I had the opportunity to take the test for a correction officer. I did not. I couldn't do it. It's just not for me. I could not be in that environment, man. I'm not that tough. I guess if I was like to become a cop and not be that tough, it's cool because I can hide behind a badge and like I'm outside in a car and shit, and there's ways to escape. but you got to be super, like, you got backup and shit, but you got to be super tough, man, to work as a correctional officer, man. I give them I give them all the props. It is hard because you're in there with these gang members, with killers and murderers. I know that's the same shit. Is being a killer and a murderer the same thing? Maybe. You're in there with these murderers. You're in there with sex offenders. You're in there with everybody, man. Everybody that's done something bad. So, man, you're never the toughest person out there, man. There's always somebody tougher than you. And I know they're behind cages and shit, but I guess I watched too many, like, Law and Orders and Oz and fucking Lockdown New Mexico edition and shit. Like, fucking, what is that shit? The 60 days in or 90 days in. We'd have, like, regular-ass people going to the jail, like, and undercover just to see how it is to be in jail. I would never do some shit like that, man. Like, even though cameras is around, no way, I'm not. I just don't belong in jail. I will not survive. That's why I'm trying my hardest not to do anything wrong in life. Because if I go there, I'm toast, man. I could have fucking been there 10 times over as a kid. I'm glad I never reached there. A lot of people I know, friends and shit, actually ended up there. People I grew up with, man, but they were in and out. I don't know how they do it. It's just not a place for me. It's not a place I want to be. I can't really rationalize why people would choose to be there. Like, someone comes out and then does something bad and immediately goes back in. Maybe it's like shelter for them, you know? Like, they get, like, a bed, even though it's probably cold as fuck, cold and thin as fuck. They get, like, showers and shit, even though it's probably, like, once a day, and they get meals. So maybe that's just what they want out of life, man. I don't. I want more than that. I don't want to be in and out of jail. So as far as being in jail, I couldn't do it. As far as being a correction officer, no way. It's tough on the mental to go home every day, like to go in there and then go home every day and do that. Like I said, I have family members that do that, and I don't know how they keep their sanity. I guess the cool shit is you get a gun. I think you get a gun, right? Maybe. I guess that's the cool part. Like, you get a gun and shit, but that's like one of the main reasons I want to be a police officer, just because I get a gun. I don't necessarily want to help people. I just want, like, a gun and a vest and then that jacket that says police. So I can just, like, walk around outside with a jacket that says police and shit, and people look at me. like I'm some tough motherfucker. Go to dinner with my family with I won't even dress up. I just go to dinner with the family and shit with my cop uniform on, like even off duty and shit. I just go with the uniform on, just to be a boss and shit and fucking flex my muscles. Like, I want shit for the wrong reasons, man. I swear. I don't know why. They're lucky they didn't call me, because I would have probably been a terrible cop. I can't remember shit, so I can't remember, like, the codes they use, calling for backup and the cops, like, a lot of times cops be on their own, and cops have to, like go out and visit calls alone to addresses. Nah, I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I actually saw a video. I was listening to a 48 Hours podcast, and then I was curious, so I looked up the video of what happened, and apparently, I forgot where this happened. Maybe in Phoenix or something like that, Arizona. This cop had went out to a call by himself for domestic violence. He talked to the girlfriend. Then he went to the boyfriend's house just to talk to the boyfriend and get his side of the story, which is what they're supposed to do, get both sides. So he knocks on the boyfriend's door, and the friend answers. The friend says, "Hey, a police officer's here looking for you." So the guy comes out, and then he says, "Oh, wait, let me get my jacket." So the cop lets him go back in the house, which is mistake number one. Even I know that, and I'm not even a cop. Lets him go back in the house, into his room. The guy takes a little while, whatever. Then he comes out with his jacket on and his hands in his pocket. So the cop lets him do all this, lets him put his hands in his pocket and everything else. They go outside, they talk, and they're just talking about the incident. And the guy's just got his hands in his pocket, and he's like, and the cop's like, nothing's wrong with you, right? You don't have anything in your pocket. He's like, no, I'm just cold. And then out of nowhere, like the cop was recording it on, I think he had a camera on his glasses. He was recording it, and out of nowhere, you see the dude just pull his hand out of his coat pocket and shoot the cop. I think he shot him like 5 times, like twice in the head, like in the back or some shit like that. And then the dude shoots himself, kills himself. Like, I could not do that, man. Like, one, I probably wouldn't make those mistakes, but I can't really call it, until I'm in that situation. But to put yourself in that situation every day in danger, I give them props, man. I give props to the good cops, not the bad ones, but I could not do that. Again, I just wanted to be a cop for the fame and shit, but I digress. I keep having to pause the podcast, get up and go check on my son, and then come back. This is the life of a dad, man. I just don't want him to like smother in his little crib and shit. So I keep having to get up and check on him. I'm just hoping he doesn't wake up. Like, give me like another hour and a half, I'll be good. Then his mother can wake up and she can take care of him for the rest of the day. I'll take him when he's like 1 year old. 1 years old. Come on, dude. I'll take him like when he's like 1, and then we'll just go out and do shit. But like from age 0 to 1 year old, can she just like take him and do everything? Just like sit back and watch and take pictures and post them and shit. Be the hands-off dad that I always wanted to be. Oh, man. It's fun, though. It's fun. It's awesome. I always say I appreciate you guys listening to this. I know I rarely have anything interesting to talk about. I talk about things that are interesting to me, and they may not interest, you guys. But I hope at least, you listen while you're at your fucking cubicle, or, even while you fucking. Don't say that, man. Play my podcast, while you're doing the dishes or some shit, or, while you're driving to work or stuck in traffic or whatever. Just listen to my soothing voice. 101.9. I don't know. But for real, though, thanks for listening as always. This podcast isn't over. I'm just thanking you guys because I really, truly mean it. I'm not anybody big or anything. It's hard to get listeners. It's hard to get people interested because I don't really talk about a specific topic. I just ramble about shit that's in my brain. So it's really hard for people to narrow down specifically what interests them in me, But it's still great. I love the platform. I love this. And I'm going to keep doing it, so. It's fucking hot up here, man. It's like 85 today, which is crazy. I can't wait till the summer starts. This is spring. I feel like we just skipped over spring and went straight to summer. Even though the next, 10 days are going to be, 60 degrees. Which is bullshit, New York. I've been going to the gym, and I look really good. So I want to start wearing tank tops. I'm so vain, man. That's one thing about me. I'm confident as fuck in what I do. I'm confident in the way I look. I'm so, vain. It's not even funny. But I'm also realistic. I know I'm not the shit, but I try to be. I'm also trying to hurry up and get this shit done before Judge Judy comes on, because I love Judge Judy. I've been watching her fucking forever. And that's a dope show. Don't judge me. If you have the opportunity to watch Judge Judy, please do. But I still love y'all, though. I really do. This is a short episode, sorry, but I still got shit to do. My son keeps waking up in between podcasts. I keep having to pause, and that kind of takes me out of that takes me out of my thinking. So hopefully I can put out an episode when there's no one here. I can think better and bring you guys some better content. I apologize for the lackluster episode. But what the fuck do you want from me? My son comes first, man. I love him. I can't help it. I'm just that type of guy. You want me to be like a deadbeat dad? For real. I can never be a deadbeat dad. You know what? I would really like to know the psyche of people that are deadbeat dads and deadbeat moms. Although I don't know if you see a lot of deadbeat moms, but Like the mother gives birth and then fucking you see the mother just like have the baby and then get up off the fucking table and walk out the hospital. Leave the dad there and shit. Like, I'm done. No, but I can never be a deadbeat dad. I'm interested in the psyche to see why they do that. You know, is it kind of just like, I'm sure it is mostly, but it's kind of like, all right, I just want to get my nut off. We don't wear a condom, whatever. Like, I don't want a baby. I just want a nut. I understand that. But a lot of times it's not even just the guy's fault, man. Like, maybe the dude just doesn't want to have kids, but the woman has to be responsible on her end too, you know? Like, if you know a guy doesn't want to have a kid, you know, don't have unprotected sex. Look at me, I sound like an old man now. Don't have unprotected sex and don't have a kid with him, because now you're locking the dude up. You're giving him a responsibility that he doesn't really want. So I can see it on both sides. But at the same time, if that does happen, man, dude, just take care of your responsibility. Like, y'all both created the kid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Fuck am I doing? I can never do that. I love my kids. I do anything for them. So, and I just feel like an asshole too. Maybe it's like the upbringing of some people. You know, people grow up without a father, and that's just a perpetuating cycle. You know, they grow up without a father. They don't know how it is, so they don't know what it is to be a father because they never had one. And I can see that a lot of women grow up with mommy issues because, you know, maybe their mom wasn't there or or some shit like that. So I mean, it goes both ways, but I just don't understand how people could be irresponsible in a way that they can have a kid, make a kid, and don't want to be a parent to it. So, I mean, a lot of it, too, has to do with just dealing with the other parent. You know, when I had my daughter, it wasn't easy. After me and her mom broke up, it wasn't easy at all. But I stuck around. You know, I could have easily been like, all right, peace. Like, you go live where you want to live. Don't ever contact me again. That would have been, you know, that would have been more beneficial to me in a sense because I wouldn't have tried so hard to be here and in return spend so much money. My throat is getting really raw. I don't know why. At this point, I'm just going to end the podcast. Again, he keeps crying. He keeps taking me out of my rhythm. So if you don't enjoy the podcast, blame him. Don't blame me. I tried my best. I always try my best for you guys, but I'm just unable to do it at the moment. So fuck it. I still love y'all. Hopefully you still love me. Tune in next week. I promise it'll be out Monday as usual. We're going back on schedule now. Monday. New episode will be out, episode 12. So stick around for that. Appreciate you listening to episode 11. And can't wait to talk to you guys again. Have a good week and weekend, and peace.